Ooh, what's going on, guys? In today's video, we have a different type of video for you guys today. Because in today's video, we will be ranking all 4 seasons of Chapter 6 in order. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure to like, subscribe, and let's get right into it. Alright guys, first up, this might be a little bit of a controversial take, but I got Hunters Chapter 6 Season 1 at my 4th place spot. Now, I know a lot of people love Hunters Chapter 6 Season 1, but personally, it's just not for me. This is also my opinion totally, so if you don't like my opinion, you can click off the video. You do not have to watch this. You're not being forced to. So, yeah. I don't know. I kind of like the weapons. The loot pool was very good. We'll start with that, because Hollow Twister AR is one of the best assault rifles to ever be in this game, I'll tell you that. The Sentinel Pump, very good, but it's also been in the whole chapter, so like this season doesn't really get any special points for that. But it did introduce it, and what else it did good was introduce OG Fortnite. But the thing is Season 1 just wasn't that good. It honestly started off very buggy, lots of glitches, lots of sweats, there was no bots, there was no real middle ground, I don't know, and people don't really like Season 1 either because it was kind of a boring season. I will say now, I wish we didn't have the bots anymore. I kind of like that about old OG. But personally, Chapter 1 Season 1 was just a boring season, and so was Chapter 6 Season 1. Yes, I know we got Godzilla and all those cool things, but Godzilla only spawned in certain rounds, and some people didn't even get to use them. Personally, I thought this was a great starting season for a chapter. I don't think it could have started off any better. The theming was good, the storyline was good. Season was alright. I don't really have any things I don't like about this season, but compared to the others, it doesn't win. It's just not as exciting. So sorry Chapter 6 Season 1 fans, but we're on to the next one. Alright guys, now this take could be more controversial than the last one. At number 3, I have Star Wars Galactic Battle. I know a lot of people have this at their last place spot, but me personally, I am a Star Wars fan, so I did kind of enjoy this season, but I did recognize all of the problems with it too. For starters, this brought us Season 3, which was very, very good for OG mode. It really needed that. I don't know, it was kind of getting dry, boring. Lucky Landing, I think we got Risky Reels, didn't we, or some other places. It just needed these other little places on the map to make it more entertaining and more fun. I will say the loot pool going to all blasters was something I did not like, as I thought it should have been more like the Marvel season where we still kept normal guns in the game, but there was a good variation of balanced mythics with the regular guns, because honestly, some of these guns were just not balanced, guys. The lightsaber powers, I did not like the idea of it. I did not like that all the lightsabers pretty much did the same thing, except for if you got Palpatine, you basically have an OP Force Lightning that's pretty much unblockable. I don't know, I kind of feel like there was way more counters back in the old Marvel season to all the mythics, and it kind of made it a little better. But in this season, it was kind of just, no, there wasn't many. And one of the biggest issues with this season is for non-Star Wars fans. Non-Star Wars fans that don't like Star Wars, they don't want to have an all Star Wars gun loot pool. If you didn't like Marvel in Chapter 2, Season 4, you were still playing the game because there were still pumps, scars, regular POIs, like there was everything else that made it still feel like it was Fortnite. This felt like Battlefront, which to me, I love Battlefront, but to other people, no. And I know this was all my opinion, but other people's opinions sort of matter with mine. If you have an entire community not playing the game and all bashing on it, it makes the experience less enjoyable for the ones that actually like it. I feel like the community was at like a really rocky state, especially in this season, and I don't know. But the map was just a disgrace. Having all the Star Wars POIs spread out made the early game always feel like Star Wars, but then the end game always feel like regular. I hated this, because now we also have these same Star Wars POIs on the map, and they just look so out of place. I really hate when Fortnite leaves POIs on the map from past seasons, because like, back then in Chapter 1, the POIs they used to leave fit with the current Fortnite. Like, if you were to leave Dusty Divot, it would still look right next to Lazy Lagoon and, you know, what the fuck. I mean, like the snow biome and stuff, you know. I did not like how the Lawless stuff stayed in this season either. I thought maybe they should have replaced the Lawless stuff with the Star Wars stuff. I don't know. Overall, for me, just it being Star Wars really carried, but the Battle Pass was so ass. I just gotta say that. So Galactic Battle for me, it's gonna go at number 3. Here we go, we're in the top 2. My number 2 best season of Chapter 6 is going to be Fortnite Lawless. I thought this season was just everything better than Chapter 6 Season 1. I thought it kind of improved the loot pool a little bit with that, what was that, spray AR? It was more of a, I don't know, I feel like they added a good AR. The exotics were great. I really like the Dilbit system and the vaults. Although this is a very repeating theme, I feel like this might have been better than the Chapter 4 version. I don't know, I feel like they were more creative with it, sort of. Chapter 4 kind of just used all old mythics, while this kind of made its own. I don't know, I feel like we kind of never got this biome before either. Sort of a gold rush biome. I mean, obviously we had the agency in Midas where he turns everything to gold, but we never had a gold mines. I thought that was just really cool. Crime City was an awesome location, except for it was always nighttime. I hate that. And the black markets were just amazing. It was such a good way to get good loot, especially mid-game. Getting the Dilbits, going to the black markets, that was awesome. You had the loot cars that you could rob. The train was a whole heist now. I don't know, I felt like this whole season was really in theme, but still felt like the last season. Still felt like the Fortnite, you know? It was still Fortnite. And the skins were fire. There wasn't many misses in this battle pass. Although the Mortal Kombat collab was a little bit out of place, I kind of hate when they do out of place collabs, like especially in seasons that are already really good and have a great battle pass, but that's just Fortnite being the company they are. I know some people were kind of speculating for a Mission Impossible collab since it was like a crime sort of lawless season. I don't know. I didn't really see that coming though from Fortnite. Yeah, but overall this season was solid, but it just was not better than the #1 spot, which is Chapter 6 Season 4, the best season so far, the current one that we are in. I mean, what do I even have to say? For starters, the new pistols that make you fly, amazing. Fortnite trying out a new way of movement included into a gun, just great. The new AR where it has like 50 bullets, I like that one too. It's a little hard to shoot with, I don't know, it's a little clunky at start. They kept the Sentinel pump shotgun in, great move. And the map changes were subtle, it wasn't too much. We got 3 POIs, they were kind of small, they fit with the season, that's all we needed. I think Fortnite feels the need nowadays to kind of just give us all these new POIs for every single season and these new biomes and map changes, but no. I feel like memorability of the island is very important, kind of like how Chapter 1 did it. This was a theme that they executed perfectly, although I wasn't the biggest fan of adding Superman as a collab. I don't know, I feel like we just didn't really need him there. I feel like that could have been a more original superhero boss or something. But like, what did you guys really expect? Come on. I haven't even mentioned the other modes. Getting Fortnite Blitz as a mode was just so good and so unexpected, and nobody really saw it coming, and it's great, man. Even though it's 0 builds, people still play it that are builds players, because it's just fun. It's easy, it's quick, it's chill, it's laid back, you know? I don't think they should add a ranked version. I don't think they should add a builds version. I think that would kind of ruin the whole concept and point of it. But, you know, people always want that in every game, but some games, they just don't need it. Just leave it alone, Epic. Update the game. I love how they're making updates to it, like Mega City they're gonna do. New mythics every week, great, except for I fucking hated those Avatar mythics. But yeah, overall, Blitz is just such a fun game mode. I think it's one of the greatest additions to Fortnite in recent times. Yet I am to mention that we got Squid Games Reload, which is very cool. Not really my favorite reload map. I do miss Oasis a lot. I think Oasis was the better map. But like, I know so many people love the Squid Games Reload. And like, to be fair, it is good content. It is kind of funny. Squid Games, it's popular right now. It makes sense why they'd add it. OG Season 4, probably where OG starts to pick up a little bit. I think Season 5 is where it might be back, but Season 4, it's still good, you know? I'll take it. And they're doing great with giving us mid-season updates. Like, we just got the Superman thing. Oh, what else is it? We just got we're getting events in OG. All this stuff's happening. I just think that this is a great season that we're in right now, and this is close to peak Fortnite. It could be like a top 10 season for me at the end, I don't know. It's a little crazy, there's some movement issues, I don't know. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this list, make sure to like, subscribe, and yeah, if you guys want more of these, see you in the next one, comment down below. Bye.